Good morning, students. Today I will discuss sex-linked inheritance. After sex determination, it is the second topic of genetics of zoology. What is sex-linked inheritance? Inheritance of any character other than sexual character along with sex chromosome from parents to offspring is called sex-linked inheritance, as it is the inheritance of character which is sex-linked. The inheritance of general body characters including disease along with sex chromosome is called sex-linked inheritance. Here the character like somatic character, general body character called somatic character. The gene for that character present in sex chromosome. Suppose angry gene present in sex chromosome of male. So that angry gene will inherit from father to son or daughter along with sex chromosome or X chromosome. The genes governing those characters and are present in sex chromosome. This is R. The genes governing those characters are present in sex chromosome are called sex-linked gene. The genes governing somatic characters are present in sex chromosome. Those genes are called sex-linked genes. The concept of sex-linked inheritance was introduced by T.H. Morgan in 1910. Type. Sex-linked inheritance is of two types. One is X-linked inheritance. Here inheritance along X chromosome. Another is Y-linked inheritance, means inheritance along Y chromosome. First I will discuss X-linked inheritance. Here genes for somatic characters as well as genes for disease are present in X chromosome and inherited along with X chromosome. If X chromosome of father will carry that character, so that gene will come from father to daughter, because from father X chromosome usually comes to daughter. That disease character or other character, the particular character also comes to daughter along with X chromosome. There are two common examples of X-linked inheritance in human population. So here two example is given. Under X-linked inheritance, one example is inheritance of hemophilia. Another example is inheritance of color blindness. First, I will discuss inheritance of hemophilia or bleeder's disease. Bleeder's disease means if one will get any injury, so there will be non-stop bleeding and blood will not clot at the injury place. So hemophilia is also called royal disease, as it is first detected in royal family of England. In this disease, blood does not clot after any injury due to deficiency of one or more blood clotting factor. So after any injury, blood will not clot because the factor which is responsible for blood clotting, that factor is defective. Next, here what happened? This is because defect in concerned gene which synthesize no enzyme or defective enzyme. Here I have told you. Here why blood will not clot? Due to deficiency of one blood clotting factor. That is, blood clotting factor means blood clotting enzyme. That enzyme is synthesized by one particular gene. So defect lies in that particular gene for which that blood clotting enzyme cannot be synthesized. So defect is there in blood clotting gene. Next, hemophilia is seen in male individual of human population. Usually hemophilia is seen in male individual only. Next, why not in female individual, I will tell you later. Next, suppose hemophilic gene, the gene responsible for blood not clotting, means the gene responsible for hemophilia where blood does not clot, that gene is called hemophilic gene. It is X-linked recessive gene. So hemophilic gene is a recessive gene present in X chromosome. Remember it students. Hemophilic gene itself is a recessive gene. Hemophilic gene means blood not clotting gene. Remember, for easy language, it is blood not clotting gene. It is a recessive gene present in X chromosome. If blood not clotting gene is recessive gene, then its dominant form will be blood clotting gene. Whereas blood clotting gene is X-linked dominant gene. So in under paragraph I will explain in detail. Here I have written in a table. Suppose capital H, blood clotting gene, it is dominant form. Small h, hemophilic gene or blood not clotting gene, it is recessive form. Capital H, dominant form, blood clotting gene. Small h, recessive form, blood not clotting gene or hemophilic gene. So this capital H, small h, I have told you its meaning, which is both gene, blood clotting gene or blood not clotting gene, both are present in X chromosome. Either capital H or small h, these are present in X chromosome. Case 1, cross between one hemophilic male and one normal female. So here in parent I have taken male represented by XY, female represented by XX. XX means female, XY means male. You know it previously. So here hemophilic male means only hemophilic gene or blood clotting gene present in X chromosome. Y chromosome does not contain that gene. If male is hemophilic, X chromosome will bear hemophilic gene. X with small h means X chromosome contain hemophilic gene, small h. So in one small h, male will be hemophilic because Y does not contain that gene. Now normal female means in this female blood clotting gene is there. There is normal blood clotting in female, so normal female X with capital H, X with capital H. That is hemophilic gene, normal female. Now come to gamete formation. In male, two type of gamete will produced, X with small h, another is Y. X with small h go to one gamete, Y will go to another gamete. So two type of sperm will produce, one sperm with X with small h, another sperm with Y. But here, in case of formation of ovum, in female both X chromosomes with same, X with capital H, X with capital H. So ovum will receive X with capital H only. Now come to fertilization. Now here if X with small h, X with capital H, it will be girl or daughter. It will be daughter. X sperm with X chromosome, ovum with X chromosome. XX will be daughter, but it will be hemophilic or normal? No, it will be carrier because one X carry capital H, blood clotting gene, other X carry small h means hemophilic gene. Here it will be carrier. Why? No, capital H is dominant over small h. Blood clotting gene is dominant over blood not clotting gene or hemophilic gene. So daughter will be carrier, normal but carrier of hemophilia. Daughter will grow usually, but hemophilic gene will remain in hidden form, lies in hidden form in the body of daughter. So daughter will be carrier. Its blood clot like normal due to capital H, but small h remain as hidden form and recessive form. Now come to sperm. Sperm with Y chromosome fertilized with X with capital H. So X capital H, Y means normal sperm because X contain capital H. So hemophilic gene inherited from father to daughter. Daughter will be carrier. Here hemophilic gene lies in the daughter as carrier. But son of hemophilic father become normal. Son of hemophilic father become normal. So it is case 1. Now result. Here son will be normal, but daughter will be carrier of hemophilia. Now case 2. Cross between, so what we will do? Here we will make that type of daughter and son result from case 1. We will take them as father and mother. Here we will make male normal but female carrier. Cross between normal male and carrier female. What is the genetic makeup of normal male? X with capital H, Y, normal male. Carrier female, I have told you carrier daughter. X with capital H, X with small h. It is the carrier female. X same, but one X with capital H, one X with small h. Now come to gamete formation. Here in male, sperm will be two type, X with capital H, another is Y. Sperm having X with capital H, another sperm with Y. But here ovum will be also two type. Here X with capital H will pass to one ovum, X with small h pass with another ovum. So ovum will be though X chromosome but H different. So ovum will be two type. Now come to fertilization. Through checkerboard we will take sperm in one side, ovum will one side. Now come to daughter. X with capital H, X with capital H, XX, capital H, normal daughter. Here normal son. Here you see X with capital H, X with small h. Here daughter but carrier daughter. Now come to son. X with small h, Y. So hemophilic son. Here what happens? Son will be hemophilic. In this case, son will be hemophilic. Out of two son, one son will be hemophilic. Out of two daughter, one daughter is carrier. So 50% son will be hemophilic, 50% daughter will be carrier. Result, here 50% son will be hemophilic and 50% daughter will be carrier of hemophilia. Now case 3. Case 3 will be cross between hemophilic male and carrier female. Hemophilic male means X with small h, Y, hemophilic male. Carrier female means I have told you X with capital H, X with small h. Now here sperm will be two type, X with small h, Y. Here ovum will be two type, X with capital H, X with small h. Because both X will segregate through separate gamete. Now come to checkerboard. Sperm X with capital H, Y. Ovum X with capital H, X with small h. Now after solving checkerboard, here X with capital H, X with small h, carrier daughter. X with capital H, Y, normal son. Here you see X with small h, X with small h, X with small h. Here daughter will be hemophilic. X with small h, X with small h, daughter, hemophilic daughter. X with small h, Y, hemophilic son. Here you see out of two son, one son will be hemophilic, one son will be normal. Out of two daughter, one daughter will be carrier, another daughter will be hemophilic. X with capital H, X with capital H. Here result will be here 50% son and 50% daughter will be hemophilic. Out of two son, one son hemophilic. Out of two daughter, one daughter hemophilic. So 50% son, 50% daughter will be hemophilic. But here what happened? The hemophilic daughter will die. The hemophilic daughter, that is X with capital H, X with capital H, will die before birth because of combination of two recessive allele, small h, that produce lethal effect. Here double recessive gene produce lethal effect. So during birth of that such daughter, when umbilical cord will be cut, the blood, there will be continuous bleeding due to cut of umbilical cord, and the child, the female child will die due to excess bleeding. So in next class I will discuss inheritance of color blindness. Thank you.